To the family, my Lord the Chief Justice, and members of the family, the House, His Excellency the President and the people of Uganda, I support the motion, and I am here to give some testimony about his working life, his education, growing up, party growth has. I just want to talk briefly about our time together, because I worked with him here for 10 years. We had a working relationship. Honorable Jacob was, apart from supporting in the House and the Appointments and Business Committee, was the head of delegation of the ACP, the EU, was also the head of delegation of the International Congress of the Great Lakes, was also in charge of external travel with the members of the Parliamentary Commission, where I was in charge of the Commonwealth and the Interparliamentary. I think now that the Minister of Health has spoken, I can relate to what I remember about his health. Even for me, I think it was in 2019 that I realized that Honorable Jacob was not, and it happened by accident. I was looking for him because we were approaching the Christmas recess, and there are some items I wanted on the order. One of them was the motion on the new cities. We had sat in the business committee and agreed that the motion on the cities must be completed for Christmas. One, because we needed it to be the budget framework paper, but secondly, to ensure the Electoral Commission would have an opportunity to demarcate the constituencies in good time, so that the elections of 2021 were held, including the new constituencies. Now, I was looking for him because on 2 occasions, he had presided over the sitting and no decision had been taken. So I was looking for him to find out, him having had the opportunity to listen to the debate on 2 occasions, was there a risk that if I brought back this matter on the order paper, it would be voted out? Also, would he be in a position to complete it, or should I do it? So when I found him, he said, I'm not well. So I said, oh, do you have malaria? He said, no, I've had an operation. Case we have got 3 weeks to the end of the meeting, you stay home. So I was shocked 3 days later to receive a letter from him that he was going out of the country. So I picked up, he said, Jacob, I thought we agreed that you stay home. Are you going to travel when we just had an operation? He said, I cannot explain, but I need to travel. So I let it pass. In that letter, I think he had told me he would come back at the end of 2019. Now, on the 29th of December, I received another letter. He had come back, but he wants to go out again. So I said, okay, we are still in the recess, you go. So at that time, a conference of speakers and presiding officers in Canada, where, by the way, I want to give notice that I committed Uganda to host the speakers and presiding officers. Because he was not here, I had spent only 3 hours so that I could come back and start the 3rd meeting, which was a budget meeting. He came back, worked for a few days. Then I got another letter, which was with me. He wrote to me that he was going to the Federal Republic of on a trade association, and that he was going to visit all the federal states of Germany. So I said, Germany? First of all, this parliament does not have a bilateral with the Bundestag of Germany. So I was puzzled, why should you spend 6 weeks in Germany? And why should he visit all the states? So I wrote him, I said, no, I think it's not, this is the budget meeting, we are about to start the budget. He didn't answer. Now it ties in with what the minister said, why he had spent time in Germany. He came back, worked a bit, to go. So now I really got worried. I took time and went to the president, told him that my colleague doesn't appear, but has not informed me what the problem is. But Your Excellency, I want you to know, because you are the one who sent us there. So this went on. He wouldn't stay for long in the country. And the other things you saw after he became speaker, that happened when he was still deputy speaker. So all I can say is that I think he was struggling, but was also trying to fulfill his obligation, both in the constituency and also that he did, because we did a lot of work together. Now, honour members, one of the things that I would want us to do for him, we have been told that he moved the private members bill for the as far back as 2006. You know, on so many occasions, I tried to call the Minister of Justice. It's being implemented. The musicians are complaining. You know, the artists are complaining. You know, they're still complaining. So, appeal to Right Honorable Nabbanja, the Prime Minister, and the Attorney